Hello again, and welcome to Lesson 21, where we are introducing the letter K. Back in Lesson 12, when we introduced the letter C, it was pointed out that a letter C followed by an I or an E, we said a different sound. We would say S, like in city, centre. And that left the query about what we do if we have a word like Kilmarnock, where we have an I, but we needed to say the sound K at the beginning. And you can see the solution. We need the letter K. And that's what we will be using and learning to write in Lesson 21. Start by putting your pen or pencil on the writing line or imaginary writing line, up and back down. Lead in, then a straight line up as high as the letter T and back down. Lead in and then a straight line up, ready to come back down again. Okay, practice that a few more times if you'd like to, and then we'll add the next bit. Lead in, up, down over the top, and then back up again before we add a slope. Up, down, back up a little way, and a slope up. Up, down over the top, up again a little way, and add a slope up. Okay. Now the next bit. Lead in, up, down, back up, slope, and curl tummy round to join up. Up, down, back up, slope, curl tummy round and join it up. Down, up, slope, curl tummy round to join up. Practice that a few more times if you'd like to. It does seem like rather an odd shape. Then think about the capital B. It's a similar action. Lead in, up, and then back down, up a little way, slope, curl tummy round, and slope down to add an exit stroke. Up, down, up a little way, slope, curl tummy round, and oh, that one didn't quite join up. Up, down, back up, slope, curl round, slope down and add an exit stroke. Lead in and up. Then back down over the top, up a wee way, slope, curl round, slope down, and add an exit stroke. Quite a lot to think about in this particular letter. Practice that a few more times if you'd like to, but remember, we will have lots of opportunities to practice. So don't worry. Let's take a look at a capital K. straight line down, and then a slow pop from the middle of the letter back to the middle and a slope down. Straight line, slow pop, slope down from the middle, straight line, slow pop, and then slope down. And a little K, if you are printing, is pretty similar, but the lines going up and down are much lower down on the letter K. So we still have that straight line, but the slope up and the slope down are lower down on the letter. Slope up and slope down. Straight line down. Whoop, that was nearly straight. Slope up and slope down. Straight line, slope up and slope down. There. Now remember, you can of course use printing for the lessons. You can also use the handwriting style that you are already quite happy with. We are going to use handwriting paper to really think about the size of each of the strokes in our letter. So starting on the bottom blue line, lead in and up to the pink, back down, up a little way, slope, curl round. Then we slope down to the writing line again before adding an exit stroke. And for a capital, it starts at the top pink and down to the bottom blue. And the top blue line gives us our marker for where to slope up and where to go to slope back down again. Let's practice a few more times on handwriting paper that has narrower spaces. Okay, starting on the bottom blue line, lead in and up to the top pink, down, back up a wee way, curl round, slope down for an exit stroke, up, down, up, slope round and down for the exit stroke, up, down, curl tummy round, slope down, up, down, curl tummy round and slope down, up and then down, up a wee way, curl round, slope down and add an exit stroke. You might like to practice that a few more times. You can see some of my letters weren't quite right. But no worries, we'll keep on practicing. For our capital, we go from the pink to the bottom blue, and that middle line, the top blue, lets us know exactly where the letter should go to, if we are writing a capital or if we are printing. We can gauge the size using handwriting paper. We will use the letter K for the sound K when it's followed by E or I. So let's practice. K, K, up, down, curl round, and then into an E. K, E, K, E, and K followed by an I. K followed by I. K followed by I. And we know for both of them that we will say K. Just like we would if C was followed by A. So we can practice that. Or O, and we can practice that as well. It would also be said as K if it was followed by the letter U, but we haven't covered that one yet. So now for 4 of the vowels, we know which letter to use if the sound we needed was K. And we'll be doing more of this in writing words 1 and also thinking about the fact that the consonant blend sk follows the same rule. So let's just practice writing it. S, K, and again. We would use it if the sound after K was written with an E or an I. And the other consonant blend we'll be looking at will be nk, the end of a word. So that's given you a wee taster of what we will be doing. But we may need a reminder. And here we have the king with the kettle. The king put the kettle on and made the cop in a cap a cup of tea. This will be our picture prompt. Thank you for joining me.